everybody.
Intro.
Welcome to the
What's
sixth
up?
episode of
Oh my
Game
god.
Over Rolling.
Woo!
We're cooking.
You would notice that we are still under construction in our new set. So for
Our
now,
online set.
the online will have to do. But before we dive into the world of Sabathia, I thought, summer vacation, it's August. Summer vacation's about to die down for a lot of people. It's coming to a close. And I know a lot of people like to go away, and what better way to find where to go than get a hotel review from SNN's very own Snooty. So let's
Snooty.
give it to Snooty for the recap.
It's Snooty.
Hello, I'm Snooty, here in the Floating Nexus with your hotel review. The quaint card tavern behind me has a lackadaisical service, on what I can only assume is on account of the blood-soaked rugs and bodies scattered throughout the hotel. Not to mention it harbors the questionable orc and criminals involved in the Harborfest hiccup, along with a magic prodigy in Azura. Despite that, I give it 3 out of 5 stars. Back to you. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. Back to you.
And we're back. Thank you, Snooty, for the lovely review.
Fair enough.
So, we're back in the quaint cod tavern with the 3 out of 5 star review.
With 3 out of 5, yes.
We have our new friend Grav.
Maybe.
Grav.
Maybe he's a new friend.
He's not a friend yet.
And everybody, let's get it out of the way now. Everybody, I wish we could do like a drum roll. Nick, maybe for a TikTok, we'll get a drum roll. Drum roll, everybody! It's our first long rest. Give it up. Give it up for yourselves. 6 episodes in, we get a long rest.
Finally.
What a good time. What a good time.
From 5 HP.
Your
That's
5
episode
hit points?
3. Yeah.
5 hit points.
So we can effectively say we're taking a long rest right this second.
Right this very second.
Okay.
Everybody, take your long rest. Refill your spell slots. We're
So
back in
maybe
business.
Maybe we change the title from How We Slept to
To
6
Good Morning,
episodes
y'all.
later.
Good morning, y'all. Canonically, we are on the second day of the campaign. Canonically.
It's only taken us a month and a half to
It's
get there.
only taken a month and a half to get there. But we are on the second day of our lovely game.
Adventure.
Oh, man. What a time. What a time. Is everybody...
Such a blissful experience.
Is everybody ready to continue?
Yeah.
Emotionally? No.
Fair. Fair enough. I mean, what are you
we're
going to
good.
do?
What are you gonna do?
Good question.
All right. Long rest is had.
Word.
It is now no longer weekday-wise Terra, but it is Ignis, the day of Ignis, in the month of Harvesta. So, good morning, y'all. You awake in the quaint cod tavern. I wish I could say you awake to a nice smell of, the air, but there are some visitors who are resting a lot longer than you guys. And
Yeah.
that begins to culminate in the building. Azura and Grav are nearby. Both are fine. Both are in stable condition. And what would you guys like to do with the start of your day?
I would like to talk to my group.
Hello. What do you want?
I really think that Grav has something to offer here.
Okay.
Now,
You really think so?
listen, I fight for the greater good.
He seems a little spacey.
Exactly, right? He's been going through some hardships. We are not sure, and neither is he, what went down last night and how he got to that point.
So
But
you
what I
want to
do know
you
is
want to
that
keep
we are
him
looking
around.
after some really intense criminals that set up Greer.
So you want to bring another criminal in that did all this.
I want to bring Grav in
Another criminal.
So
as
we
a point of
listen. All being aside, that's gonna make 3 criminals in the group.
who's the second one?
I mean, I'm a pirate, so
All right. Well, there's that. But
technically
the
I'm a
thing is, I
criminal.
fight for the greater good. And
I don't
Grav
know
could
why.
fight for the greater good by helping restore Greer's
He
name.
he killed DM. How many bodies?
And if we help him, he could kill many more evil people
Can I
for
get a
us.
history check? Can I get a history check for how many
You
bodies?
can get a history check for how many bodies. Yeah.
Is that good enough for you?
That's perfect, because I'm not gonna confirm nor deny Grav doing anything.
13.
13. There were more than 5.
And how many did Greyer supposedly
5.
have casualties?
Casualties. Undetermined.
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 He said they were injured.
Yeah.
The limit
Technically,
to
this is
Tuesday.
technically
You're
this
not
is
in
the
the floating
second
Nexus
day of
anymore.
our.
You're or excuse me, you're not at Harbor Fest anymore. You're not in the Harbor Fest
Okay.
area.
Well, I still think that we should take Grav on because he could be an asset in terms of fighting.
Okay.
He's bigger than us. He's stronger than us. He himself.
Whoa,
alone
whoa,
killed
whoa!
5
I wouldn't say
people.
stronger.
We
Watch your
struggled in our
watch your
first
mouth,
combat.
Angel.
Watch your
Oop.
mouth, Angel.
We struggled in our first combat.
I
where
would
Grav
agree. I'm stronger.
bodied 5 people.
Grav,
I
enough
am,
with you.
I am stronger though.
No, you're not.
Alright.
So I think, and can I just get a confirmation? Did Azura's chaperone die last night?
Yeah, he's toast.
All right, so we got to take Azura with us.
Yeah, she's kind of.
She's seen some things.
You don't want to bring
She's
a
traumatized.
little girl with 3 criminals? Are you mad?
It's better than leaving her on her own.
And that's the
I
greater
would-
good. That's the greater good.
Yes. Have you met me?
A fallen angel? No, I can't say I have.
I'm not fallen.
And I.
So, anyways,
I'm like just waking up. Like,
I
you're in on
don't.
this conversation.
I don't want to take
doesn't
these
mean I'm not
people.
asleep.
We could take Grav, but we gotta drop the girl off somewhere. To her school or something.
Okay, so you're okay with taking Grav. I'm okay with dropping off Azura someplace where we can find her again.
Listen, I'll take another criminal. I don't mind. But this is not for a little girl to bear.
I agree. I do think that it's a good idea to find her.
You call yourself the greater good.
Oh!
Pirate. I'm talking
She's
No.
strong.
The spit.
At least I
Azura's
don't keep
strong.
children with criminals.
I mean, she
The
could turn
only
herself.
criminal here are you two.
Can I roll for
What?
intimidation?
Wait, what are you trying to intimidate? What are you trying to?
Lyra
Yeah,
with my hammer.
roll. Roll.
That's a 15.
I would say, listen, he's used this before in front of you in the battle. It has not. It has hurt people. It's not. It's not a pretty thing to be threatened with his hammer.
You don't want that on your face now, do you?
You know there's a 75% chance he's not gonna hit you, Lyra. You know that. But that 25% chance is big enough to just be like, ah!
So what are you doing with this hammer? Like, how should I look at that?
I'll knock you out.
Is that what you're saying? I'm asking you, Harley. Is that what you're saying to me, or is that just what you're like?
I am saying that you have disgusted Yundar by saying that you are for the greater good, as he is a paladin of the sea, which is still an oath.
Are you an oath breaker?
No, I'm not. I took the oath of the sea.
Doesn't mean you can't break it.
No, but why would I?
Hasn't broke it yet.
And you, a person for the greater good, said you wanted to take a murderer with a convicted criminal and a pirate and a angel to solve a murder case that Greyer got framed for,
Yeah.
and that's the greater good.
Because the way that
No
I
other,
view it,
no other options were okay. Yeah,
the way that I
Yundar's
view it,
Yundar disapproves, and I
I'm not a
think that's
murderer.
justified.
the
I'm
way
not a
that
murderer.
I view it
Technically, you are. You
is
casted the
No.
Grav
spell.
committed crimes, and I believe in
Let's take a pause right here. Greyer, first off, your magic, you casted the spell. Doesn't matter if you didn't read the script before you casted it. Lyra, there is no greater good involving children with crime.
I'm not disagreeing
So
with that.
you now have a
Wait,
glowing hammer.
Yundar, I'm confused on the point here.
Yeah.
Lyra agreed that it would be best to drop Azura off somewhere.
I don't know why her first option was to keep her.
I didn't think of that option.
Bada bing.
That was
Now I'm agreeing with you.
that was the first option I heard from you. And in character I responded and said that's a terrible
It's a
idea.
I will say at this point, while you guys are kind of huddled, you'll hear like a knocking on the door, like boom 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 on the door.
Who is
Greyer,
it?
can you get that?
Who is it?
Is Gray, are you getting it?
I'm asking, like, who is it? Like,
You'll hear a familiar voice, and it's Solomon. Open the door.
thank God. I'm opening the door. I'm like, Solomon. It's terrible in here. There's dead bodies in the kitchen. There's dead bodies.
Oh,
In the
Slow down.
beautiful, Lyra.
Slow down.
Give
slow
the
down.
give the girl to Solomon.
Immediately, Solomon will like try to do like damage control with like relax, it's okay, take deep breath, and she'll get hit with this whiff of
dead.
of just oh man, like this whiff of foul stench of bodies.
Yeah, it's not too pretty in here, Solomon. It's best not to sniff.
And she'll be like, oh, yes, you're telling the truth. I see.
Let's go outside and talk.
Okay. Yeah, that's inside. Really, we have to do this inside.
Outside.
Okay,
Let's go
yeah,
outside.
how are we going? Did you kill these people?
No. It wasn't me. Look, I know my track record isn't right now, but it wasn't me. I promise.
Out of all of the taverns, the inns, the keeps you could have stayed in tonight, you had to pick the one that had bodies in it.
I didn't pick this one. It wasn't me.
What are we
I
gonna
don't know what's
do? What are we
going
gonna do? This is not gonna help your case.
So, but there's a person here with us that
Oh.
we don't know who it is, and he did kill somebody last night in front of us.
So we frame him.
If that's what you think we should do, because he did also actually kill some. We do have 3 witnesses that
Well,
did
did
see
he
him kill
actually
one
kill the
person.
people in this building, or
We-
did he
So,
just
here's the
stumble
thing.
upon them like you?
So I think he did stumble upon some of these people, but I think there might be a little magic happening here that we don't know about. I think he might be a druid.
I see.
He says he can't do magic, but wild shaping, it's like it's technically a form of magic, but it
I
might
think he's a
be,
druid.
but he has no brain. It's very difficult.
Can I meet this individual?
Yes, but when you do, make sure you don't touch his weapon and stay a little bit of a distance from him.
Okay, sounds good. She'll follow behind you.
Mhm.
Holding her nose. My name is Solomon. It's a pleasure to meet. Grav, but my friends call me Grav. It's nice to meet you. Oh, yes. She'll look at the 3 of you and kind of like shake her
So,
head.
Hey, Solomon.
Yundar, how did you sleep?
Terrible. Thanks for asking.
Oh, good. Glad to see nothing.
On to more pressing matters. You see the child?
Yes. Who is this little one?
Your responsibility.
I'm sorry.
Good luck.
If you're not comfortable with it, Solomon, you don't have to.
But what would I do with this child?
Technically,
Azura-
Solomon, you don't have a choice legally because she's left here and her
Azura is the
guardian's dead.
child. Azura is the child who performed in the show right before Greer. And her chaperone
Oh.
has unfortunately succumbed to his injuries overnight. And she
I
is a
see.
child.
Grav
and we
murdered
do not
her
feel
mentor.
Comfortable taking her with us as we fight crime.
Uh-huh.
Right. She
and
is
putting her in the wrong hands.
a powerful sorcerer, wizard.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting.
maybe you wouldn't mind having her walking around these dangerous woods.
Perhaps we
know.
could talk about applying to
He's a child.
Somora. Yes. What would you think about that? And Azura won't. Azura's kind of like half awake, and she'll kind of just like shake her head.
I'm gonna look to Solomon and be like, "Are you poaching the child right now?"
It's called scouting, and
Yeah. No, you're doing great. Yeah, she's great. She would do really well there.
I will bring her back with me to the courthouse.
Thank you, Solomon.
In the meantime, the three of you, I have some exciting news.
You tell.
Okay.
You told me about maybe do this in private, or is this? And she'll point to Grav. Is this
Private.
person kind of in on it now?
Unfortunately,
Private.
I think he's in.
Well, we have two differing. Gray, a tiebreaker. Does Grav say?
How about we hear it privately first, and then inform him in a way that we think will better suit his mental.
You want to lie
capacity.
to him?
You
want to lie to him?
Excuse me. I don't need a suit. I have clothes on.
We know,
Right.
Grav.
Grav, would you be able to make us some breakfast?
If I don't fall on any bodies, yes, I will.
Thank
and he'll
you so
walk
much.
downstairs.
Thanks, Grav.
Oh, good. You're gonna have your hands filled with that one. So, with the information on the broker we've received, it is without question that his house is in the Dying Plain. Sorry, my research has been all over the place. It's Golden Plains. Different plane.
Oh. Not too far away.
No, not too far away at all. So, you travel there.
How?
However you see fit. Horse.
We could
walking.
take one of those. Can we take one of those giant things that we took?
Unfortunately, they don't travel.
What is the recommended way to get there from your experience?
That's quite the question. With my experience, we're not too far out. You take the road straight down to the left side where a few towns are. That should be where the broker's house is. Now, this address is the broker's address.
I'll take that.
Take that, thank you.
I'm gonna shove it in my shell, somewhere nice and tight and warm.
Okay.
Do you mind if I just see that real quick? Just for a second. I'll give it right back.
Are you sure you want it?
Yeah, I just want to inspect it. So for whatever reason, I can bring it back.
100 up.
Suit yourself. I'm gonna pull it back out, but it was a little warm in here last night, so it's a little damp.
Thank you.
There you go.
Nice. And I open it up and I scan the paper and it says the address that I currently know because it's on the paper that I'm reading. And then I'm gonna close the paper and then give it back to Yandar.
All right.
What's the address?
Yeah.
The address. So there's multiple cities throughout the Dying Plain, right? Or why do I keep saying dying? It's the wrong plane. I have the wrong plane on my head. That's so funny.
That's not good.
Listen.
Right, Dying Plain is another thing in Sabathia. We can't be leaking that right now.
If you guys are interested in the Dying Plane,
the information. He's leaking more.
If if you guys are interested in the Dying Plane, make sure to stay tuned. I'm kidding. Within the Golden Plains, so the Golden Plains are. What did you do? What are you freaking out
Yundar
about?
has a cramp.
Roll for that's a dex fail. That's a dex fail for sure. Within the Golden Plains, there are the Golden Plains' main export is food. The only reason they have protection from the floating nexus is because they provide a majority, if not all, of the food in the floating nexus to the floating nexus. So the Golden Plains is organized by like union of like what person is in charge of what food, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So there are quite a few different unions the within the Golden Plains. So the one that you are specifically, how should I say, targeting is a city near the uh indulgence area. So the indulgence area deals with candies, salts, sweets, and more importantly, when we get further into the indulgence, you get into the Bureau Yielding Our Beverages, or BYOB. The BYOB is definitely in charge of BYOB, if you catch my drift. They deal with a lot of the meads and heavier drinks. So the address is in the district for BYOB, for the Bureau Yielding Our Beverages, and
Mhm.
it says like Fifth Street / BYOB. That's the whole
Mm.
reason I'm explaining why it says Fifth Street BYOB.
Okay. So
Okay.
So you
Solomon,
didn't think you were
BYOB Street.
yes. So you didn't think you were walking into a party? That's the only reason I'm telling you that.
so Solomon, I have another question for you. Should we be like, are there any creatures who lurk on our way to the Golden Plains that we should be wary of?
Well, they're definitely going to be. There could be bandits on the roads. There
Mhm.
could be. It depends on your course of action, and just you know traveling in this world, unfortunately. With your nomadic experience, I would imagine it could be anything from bandits to ankegs to any kind of creature that lurks in the wood, you know,
Okay.
if that helps.
Yeah. And then my last question is, last night Grav had said that the guy across the street from the Quaint Cod right here
Yes.
is also a broker.
Yes. I don't really know about that, but
Can you kind of explain to me? This is also because I wasn't here for a session. What the whole broker situation is?
So recap. There was a combat about 2 or 3 sessions ago,
Mhm.
or ended 2 sessions ago, and it was revealed that the people that you guys were fighting are working for
hired by
someone
the broker.
by the name of the broker.
Okay. So the broker is okay.
Yes.
For what we know, the broker is the big bad from our perspective currently.
Yeah, this is our active big bad.
Mhm.
So in terms of this broker,
Uh-huh.
Solomon, how did you receive the information that this is the broker that we need to go after?
I personally did not. I just went off the lead that you gave me, that they hired that these people that were at the stakeout were hired by the broker, and I investigated the word broker in the court and found a list that I believe could be suitable.
what makes this broker suitable?
That's a good question. She'll go into like her messenger bag, and she'll pull out some paperwork, and she'll just start reading. It seems that, concluding from our original meeting, prior to the hearing of Greer, we believe we've been set up by something or someone involved in a magic black market. And this broker, we believe, has the strongest connection to a black market of magic.
Okay.
So he's
And-
like a mobster in the land of food.
Yes, sure.
The Candy King.
The
Or
Candy
the Beer
King.
King.
Some people would call that an Italian.
Now, did the broker across the street have any leads on him, or was he cleared?
I don't know. I didn't talk to him.
Is it a broker across the street or a wizard?
This is
I
the
thought
first.
it was.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this broker across the street.
Well, I've been told that from Grav that the guy across the street might be a broker.
Well, then, if
He
you'd
was
like to go speak with him, we can.
I think that would like how many people were on this list that you looked at? I feel like Solomon, you're a lawyer. You were looking up this.
Excuse me.
This
Are you
brokerage.
questioning my resources?
I'm a little. You don't know if the guy across the street is a broker. I just want to make sure that we're not going super far, and then more crime is going to happen here when he was across the street.
If I may, you're taking advice from something that's trying to cook downstairs in a crime scene.
Yes, she is. She also wants to keep children around.
I am simply saying I have done my research. If you'd like to go with the orc's suggestion on if he could spell the word broker, be my guest.
Listen, I'm not trying to ill will judge your judgment. It just makes me concerned, especially because he seems to not have memory of why he gets angry and why he kills things and what's been happening for him. And the fact that he was able to remember that a broker might be across the street seemed of importance to myself. As you bring up, there's a broker on a list someplace very far away. And I'm just trying to make sure that when we leave, that no more crime persists.
She closes the messenger bag, and she'll go, you know what? By all means, go about your day. What is the child's name?
Azora.
Azora, get whatever's left of your belongings. We're leaving. And she'll look at the three of you and go, I'd say good luck for you, but if you don't believe your sources, simply good luck.
Will you be at the courthouse?
Yes, I will.
Okay, thank you.
And she'll grab Azora and she'll go downstairs.
Contact us soon.
Yes.
Good going, Lyra.
I know, it's fine.
Piss off our lawyer.
Piss off our lawyer. Objection!
Just burn our bridges, why not?
We didn't burn any bridge.
You insulted a man on his intellect.
A woman.
A woman.
Oh well, a solar man.
Solar man.
Yeah.
Solar man.
Takes one to know one. Better me than you.
Solar man. So, what's the squad doing?
Let's get going.
Not following Lyra.
Okay, so then we won't go to the Golden Plains.
What are we doing?
How about we go eat breakfast? Grav is making us
collect Grav and go.
Collect Grav. Yeah. Let's see.
Can all three of you roll me perception?
Sure.
Passive perception?
Yeah, actually, what's your passive perceptions? That's better.
12.
10.
12,
11.
And 11. All of you.
Yay.
As you begin to walk down the stairs, notice a burning smell followed by smoke going into the main lobby of the building.
This is great. He's about to burn down the scene. Um,
Oh, breakfast is almost ready down here. I'm just
Grav,
working on a few
let's
things.
go. Let's
Uh,
go, honey.
Hang on, I'm just starting the fire.
I know. It's okay. It's
Oh,
time
it's
to go.
hot.
Can I cast create water?
Yeah. Make sure you mark that on your spell slots.
Yeah, I will.
quick question. The guy that was with Azura, was he some sort of spellcaster or some sort of like? We
Go
don't
and
know.
back the body. Go do it.
I kind of want
I
to.
don't know. I don't
Can
know.
I just like? So I'm going to conjure up some gloves
Okay.
and I'm gonna go inspect the body.
This is Wizard CSI. Okay. Welcome to Wizard CSI. We set the scene. In broad daylight, Grayrell Star begins to investigate the remains of the chaperone.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like slide into his pockets, see what he's got in
Roll
there.
for investigation.
Okay, I'm trying.
While this is happening, Yundar downstairs is calmly creating
Oh,
water.
I'm not downstairs. I'm
Oh.
upstairs, but I'm casting create water,
You're like
which
on the steps and
is
you're just
yeah, and I want Grav to not see me, and I want a nice mysterious cloud to go above him, and I want it to just start raining on him and put the fire out.
So if I have proficiency, I roll again, right?
no.
Mm,
That's
Okay.
advantage. That's advantage.
So I got an 8.
With with all the bonuses, you got an 8.
Yeah.
The body is pretty torn up from what you can assume is Grav's axe.
Does he have like a weapon on him or
He
anything?
has like a sword on his side hilt, and that's like about it, really.
He's probably just a fighter.
So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation. There's like a couple of bodies in here, but I'm assuming that they're not all like powerful sorcerers. So I think I'm just gonna like head out.
Right.
I think so. I don't know.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
No more CSI.
That's pretty much it.
Okay, cool.
This is the end of Wizard CSI.
Right.
um.
I'm gonna
So
shake the glove.
okay, shake the gloves off. Get them off. Grav downstairs is starting to, after Lyra was like, "All right, wrap it up." He's starting to blow off this fire. He's trying to blow it out, and all of a sudden, he'll be like, "Oh, I think there's something leaking."
No, it's not leaking, Grav.
What is that, God?
Yep, it's God. Say hi to Melora.
Who? Melora.
Melora.
Who is Melora, God?
Speak nicely, Grav.
But who is she?
She's a goddess.
Melora.
Melora.
What the goddess of what?
She's the goddess of the wilderness and the sea.
Melora. That's a pretty
Mhm.
name.
It's very pretty.
Isn't she goes by a bunch of names, doesn't she?
Mother Nature, maybe something like that. I don't know.
No. It's kind of cooler than that. It's like, oh, what is it? It's like the tide.
Careful,
The tide.
careful.
Something. I don't really know.
Mm,
Tide something.
no, not sure.
I don't know.
It's okay,
Okay.
Grav.
Yeah.
What's breakfast?
It's not done because I was starting the fire, and then Lyra told me to stop.
Oh, okay. We're gonna check across the street for that broker guy.
Oh, I'll come with you. Can I come with you? Are you still mad at me?
Is the broker mad at you?
I don't know.
Then
Come on, Grav.
sure, come on with us.
All right, you guys go across the street, and
May oceans graces help us all.
you'll open the door across the street. It is a perfectly square, small little like shack building,
A cottage.
a cottage perhaps.
A cottage.
And the door will open, and immediately you're greeted by like a bunch of loud metal banging and like smelting, and there will be a giant construct that moves forward and will lean down and go, "What is your business here?"
Quick question. Is this like a robot of some sort of like
It is a metal looking robot, and in the center is a purple gem, and there's like purple aura kind of in between its joints and stuff.
interesting? Okay.
Okay.
We're here to see the broker guy.
The head will click up. There is no broker present.
Um,
Would you wish to speak with the owner?
sure.
And this creature or this construct will turn to another one up against the wall and will quickly just go, "Get Mr. H," and it'll be like a salute, and then this one similar looking to the other will just walk out, and the noise of metal will stop, and you'll hear like footsteps, and it's a human, but very very on the short side. Maybe not even 5 foot, like 4'10",
Mm,
maybe 5 foot actually, maybe 5 foot. This 5 foot person, uh, little rounder, tan, with a mustache that like goes into handlebars. This white mustache covered in soot will look at the two of you, like the three of you, and or four of you with Grav, and click off these welder's goggles and put them on top of his head and go, "Ah, customers! What can I help you with?"
So
Oh,
who are
hey.
you?
"The name's Mr. H."
Mr. H, you have very impressive work. I
"Pleasure,
see your
pleasure.
construct.
Yes, I build in my spare time, one could say. Yes, I do."
Build what?
"Well, you're looking at them. These are my two children, really." And he'll like wipe one single tear out of his eye.
That is
"I raised them from nuts and bolts all
mm,
the way to what they are now. They're magnificent. These things are massive, by the way."
Raya. It smells in here worse than the hotel.
"I'm sorry, who? What are you talking to?"
Grayer.
Um, maybe like a little crack a window. Let's
Wait,
get
wait,
in.
wait. What are you in the market for? What can I help you with?
Do you have any
What was that?
was
That
somebody
was a
trying to call
bard.
me?
That was a bard outside.
The
The
construct will
universe.
just slam
techno button.
down. "Intruder." No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Um,
Um,
do you have any like information on who a broker might be?
A
We have a friend
broker.
Grav here, and he told us that
Oh,
you have a broker.
yeah. You were outside, right? "Oh, I was outside last night. I was trying to get a hotel key,
could I
a tavern key."
while they're talking, could I just menacingly stare over this mustache man?
Yeah, are you just trying to simply intimidate him?
Yeah, like almost like comically, like giving him like a big eye, just like
Okay, roll for intimidation.
Um, but also, I have a quick question. Do you
Yes.
sell any
dirty 20.
magical weapons?
Yeah. The Mr. H will kind of look towards uh Yundar's general direction and just go like, yeah, we have some constructs of sorts and things of that nature that could provide you with what you need. I'm sorry, your friend is uh
Trust me, don't mind
uh
him. And as long as your constructs aren't susceptible to water damage, he can't really do that much.
well, it
A lot
depends
more than
really.
that.
Um, did I do something wrong? I'm confused.
No, no. You're completely fine. Um,
Okay, it just seems like I did
right.
something, and I don't know if I if it was me. I don't know who you're looking for.
No, it's okay, it's okay. But do you have any like weapons or any sort of tools we might be able to use for our journey that we're
Well,
going to
what
be
are you
going
in the
into?
market for? I have quite the how should you say inventory? Yes, that's the word. Yes.
Can I drop my hammer in his hands?
Uh, roll. Actually, let me roll.
Yeah, roll strength and religion, boy.
Immediately, the Mr. H will go like, oh, and like dash away from it, but you'll notice one of the metal constructs will just reach their hand out before it hits the floor and just pick
I
it up
just
and go, you drop this.
Smart kids. And I'm gonna hand it back to Mr. H like very nicely this time and be like, "Do you do blacksmithing?"
Oh yeah, I mean, I haven't done it in about let's see, I haven't done it in a few decades, but I could pick it up again.
Enchantments, anything
maybe
like that?
Yes, I know an enchanter. Yes.
Okay. This is my hammer. It was bestowed upon me in the seas from the
Mm-hmm.
goddess Melora to live a free life.
Nuts.
As a,
Bolts. Can you move that a little closer? Good.
and as
And
as he looks at it, he's gonna see just like a giant crack
okay.
down the middle.
Oh, hang on. Glasses. The other construct will get like these glasses that have like 6 different lenses that go out. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, that's a bad crack. Uh, okay. Well, what do you want? You want me to fill it in?
You can mend it and keep its properties. I'd appreciate it.
Hmm.
If
is
not,
there
I'll
any
take it
way you
as it
can
is.
is there any way you could possibly upgrade it?
You cannot take the enchantment off of it, though.
Okay.
I don't really know how enchantments work. I'm more scientific than religious, but hmm. Okay. Yeah, I could do this. I could fix it. I could fix it. Okay. Let's think. Um.
Can I like meet his eye or like meet his gaze
Yeah.
and just like really sternly say, "Don't mess it up."
I will try not to.
And
Thank
Do you
you.
mind
then
if I
and
look
then
around your
and then
shop, Mr. H?
I'll give him a bag of gold.
Oh. Yes. How
How
much is
much
in
do I
this?
give him?
I don't
How
know.
much did I give him?
I'm asking you.
Well, let me see how much I got.
This is
56.
okay. This could do something. Yes. But I don't understand. A broker? Is this what you're talking about? This is broken?
No, he needs a broker, like a numbers person, I guess.
Oh.
If you are good with metal, your shop reeks of it. If you could fix my hammer, I'd appreciate it.
we don't get a lot of business, but yeah, I could. This could work. This could do good. Yes, I could make this work. So
I'm gonna obnoxiously like sit on the close wall and just
Like when a
plump.
teacher's walking around on a test.
Like I'm just gonna plop on the floor next to the wall and just I wave.
I do have a
Oh,
question though, if I may. If I may ask one little question.
yes.
So how exactly did you find my shop? Besides this thing, excuse me, this person. What was your name? Gravel? No. My name is Grove. Yeah.
Grav,
Something.
gravel. The same difference. We kind of just popped over. Just
Yeah,
wanted to see
we were
what was up.
walking around town. We found Grav. Grav let us know that
Ah,
the broker was here,
I see.
and we decided to pop on in.
Okay, good. Well,
So
thank you for stopping by. You know, it's very nice and all. New customers and such.
can I look around the
Support small
shop?
businesses.
I'm sorry. What was that?
Support small businesses.
Yes, most certainly. So you have to support them. You know, they're the
Can I just look around
backbone.
the shop a little bit?
Yes. Yeah, you can totally do that.
So what am I gonna find in this shop?
You're gonna find that he doesn't sell a whole lot of anything. This is more like a workshop.
Okay.
There's
Um.
metal and blueprints for different things everywhere. Stuff like that.
So, Mr. H, I see those fancy rocks you have in your constructs. Can you
Yes.
can you tell me about that?
Of course I can. Yes. Um, I was given them. Oh man, let's see. Da, da, da. Quite a long time ago, maybe 20 plus years ago. It was part of a. It was part of a Harborfest thing, actually. There was somebody that was selling them off a ship, and I was like, oh, these look nice. And the guy was like, I don't need them, and I was, oh, nice, thank you, and I took them.
Which do you know what ship?
I don't remember the name. I think he came.
What did it look like?
Oh, it was a normal galley. It was a brown boat, white
I'm gonna
sails.
Can I roll history. Would I know this boat?
Roll history.
Is it the Siren?
Roll history. With while this is happening though, the entire time it's like, uh, but I don't really know. They're more like an engine, you know. I don't really know necessarily what they're doing. It's just kind of they're there. They give life to these beautiful children of mine, and
It seems like they store a lot of power. Do you have any more rocks like that?
mm, I, maybe this is actually I think. Can I talk to you in just person to person? Your
Absolutely.
friend over there. You look at Grav, kind of like gnawing on a piece of sheet metal.
I'm gonna slam my hand down on the floor. Oh,
Whoa,
get over here. Sit.
I didn't even do anything.
Sit down.
All right, I'm sitting. Um,
Can I give him my alms box to like rifle through to like
yeah,
keep him busy?
yeah. Um, but Mr. H would kind of like lean in and go, I feel there's a mistake. Your friend might have heard me say broken. I have a very big project in the back that's broken, and
Oh,
I need it to get fixed. And maybe perhaps if you can help me with that, maybe I'll help. Maybe it'll help you out. Actually, it's a pretty
What
big.
sort of project is this?
It's I've been hired by a strange character to build something massive that will undoubtedly change a lot of things. It's more schematics that I'm building, wires and stuff like that.
Do you know who hired you or asked you to commission this?
It was somebody in Spring Reach.
What's the purpose of these schematics?
A creature like nothing anyone has ever seen, to be honest.
So they've
Ye-
hired you to
wait.
build a creature?
But yes, building. I can't really talk about. I mean, I have to
Well,
know
we're
that.
this far. If you want us to help you, we need to know what you're doing.
Well, that's
How,
what I was
how
gonna
can
ask. Will you help
how
me?
can you build something you don't know what it's for?
Well, they've given me kind of an outline, and I follow
You
the
can't
outline.
you can't build the ship without knowing what the ship's gonna look like.
He might if he's getting handsomely paid.
Your friend is smart. Your friend is very, very smart.
I do know about money.
Yes.
So who's this person from Spring Reach?
They were. They had. They had a helmet on. I couldn't really make it out. It seemed to be a messenger more than the person hiring me was giving me the. You know what I mean?
If it's a
Did the
messenger,
person
it's probably the
here?
leader of Spring Reach.
It was probably the head of. It's probably the head of their government. I would assume. Yes.
And they came over on this side.
Yes. Well, I've built quite amount of magical items here. Yes.
That's what I like to hear, Mr. H.
Yes.
What do you know about this thing? Is it destructive?
I mean, I don't know that. I wouldn't go that far. Destructive is a big word, but
Can I kind of like intimidate him with my looks to kind of show like just be honest and don't fuck around with me?
yeah, roll for intimidation.
I got an
Miss-
18
Um,
because he
okay.
knows the answer.
Yeah,
He's building the thing.
there. Okay. No need for any of that. I listen. You guys come in here with your scary looks and want all this information, and I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm so sorry about them.
It's just
Why are we apologizing? I paid
Because
them.
I think we're being a little harsh to this man who's only trying to help us.
I paid the
There's
man to
nothing
fix
wrong.
my hammer, and he's asking my friends to help him build a project.
And he also might be asking us to build a project that could be dangerous for a government.
Well, why don't
So
we
I would like
figure that
to-
out first?
I asked, you said you'd answer.
they
Right.
have a lot of the parts already built. Spring Reach is very advanced in their crafting and mechanics. I am simply putting the final touches on the schematic of it.
And what does it do?
Well, I will show you.
Oh yeah, let's go look at it. Let's go look.
Uh,
Can I talk to Grav real quick?
yeah, of course.
Grav, you're from the Severed Yonder, right?
Oh, hang on, he's rolling history. What's yonder mean?
Right,
Yo
where you from?
yonder.
Yeah, yes. It's Grav, where are you from?
Not here. I'm like south or something.
Gosh,
I think. Yeah,
Fig-
I think so. Yeah. Sounds
forget I
about
even
right.
asked. Forget I even asked anything.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll forget. And he'll follow you down. We're going to take our intermission before we find out what Mr. H is building. But please stick around. Don't go anywhere.
A weapon of mass destruction.
We'll be right back in 15 minutes. I'm not going to cut it early this week.
Thank God.
Right.
We're going to be back
At
at
9:15
9:15. All right.
EST.
EST.
15-minute break and
Whoa!
this.
That might do the damage, I think. Oh, Hi, thanks for joining me. I'm Frank, the Dungeon Master, and right now, I'm so glad that you could be with me because we're going to be talking about Sabathia. This is the world that we're playing and we're rolling campaigns in. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is Sabathia? Good question. It's a brainchild of mine that I've been working on for about the last 3 to 4 years. Like most people during COVID, I made an escape for myself, whether that be movies, games. This is the culmination of all of that. I'm glad that I can use my escape to help others, relax and unwind. And more importantly, we could tell stories together in Sabathia. Now, what kind of campaign are we running here? And that is a good question. We are running a very loose, not strict to the rules, not number crunchy by any means necessary campaign. So if you're a number cruncher, take a sigh of relief and know that although your job is important, we are not going to be needing number crunching here. We are a bunch of storytellers, a bunch of friends gathered around a table, and we hope you will join our table and join the group. We actually have a full welcome sheet of Sabathia, which is basically describing the rules. We play in 5th edition. Much like a lot of campaigns like Critical Role and Dimension 20, we have our own little twist on things, and that is the called shot system. Now let's say you're fighting a hill giant, and this hill giant has a giant tree branch, or tree trunk for that matter, as a weapon. Now you want, obviously, the hill giant to drop the tree trunk. How are you going to do that with just hitting it? Well, you're going to called shot the hand of this creature, and specifically tell the Dungeon Master, or Game Master for that matter, what you're going to want to do, or what the goal is of this attack. Now, this will boost the AC of the hill giant, but if you hit it, the reward is worth the risk, trust me. That could lead to many things, but however, the risk is high. With a boost of AC, it could not hit, or something bad could happen in return. That is simply what we like to call raising the stakes. Now, the called shot system is explained in full in the welcome sheet, and we hope you give it a read. It's very, very easy to read, nothing too complicated, no fancy words. But we hope the called shot system is something you think is interesting, and don't be shy. If you think we could add something to our game, you are a friend of the table as much as everyone at the table is. We want to hear your input. If you think something could work differently or better, don't be shy. Please, please, please tell us, and we will do our best to integrate it into our game. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you're liking the episode so far, and we'll catch you on the next dice roll. Hello, hello, your friendly neighborhood dungeon master here. We all hope you're enjoying the start of our story as much as we are, and it truly means the world to us that you're tuning in. But before we landed on this particular story, there were a few that didn't quite make the cut, and I thought this would be the perfect time to showcase those to you. Andrew, do we have the tape? Okay, cool, and we're rolling. Oh, I didn't even mean to do. In a world where danger lurks at every corner, a new kind of villain emerges. Meet Fluffykins, the most deceptive and surprisingly cuddly dragon you've ever seen. This summer, get ready for an epic battle like no other, as our brave heroes face the cutest threat imaginable. We underestimated Fluffy once, but not again.
We'll take down this fluffy menace and restore balance to the realm.
Fluffykins may be cute, but that won't stop us from saving the world. Get ready for the Fluffy Chronicles, where the fate of the realm hangs in the balance, and cuteness has never been so dangerous. Coming soon to a tabletop near you.
you.
Oh, I hope we didn't catch that on audio. That would be
Welcome
so
back.
I really hope not.
Welcome back, everyone. How are we?
Wait,
Hello.
Oh man,
If that
I don't
if
think we
that
caught it.
picked
I don't
up,
think we caught it. But despite
I don't
that,
know because it looked like I have my reaction
We'll
up
go
there.
back-
So if that
we'll go
was
back to
heard,
the VOD and
please
review
write
it.
in the
We'll
chat.
go back
so
to
that
the
I
VOD
Back
and
to the
review
VOD
it.
and review it.
Back to the VOD and review it. All right, everybody, welcome back.
Welcome
Episode
back.
6. Episode 6. We're already on the 6th episode. That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
know.
And we're rolling. Where if you're just joining us, we have completed the situation in the quaint cod tavern. Grav and the gang met Solomon, not Somora, who took Azura back with her to the courthouse. We are now across the street in what can only be presumed as Mr. H's workshop, where there are constructs everywhere, and we now follow him downstairs to investigate what he's been hired to build by Spring Reach. How did I do, guys? Did I do good?
Yeah. I mean, that's the gist.
All right, cool. Let's get into it.
So, Mr. H.
Going downstairs,
Let's
you
see the thing.
you see a small. Why did that happen? You see a small body of circuitry in the shape
Okay.
of a humanoid body,
Like a construct.
and it's connected into these giant crackling things of electrical cord that prop it up into the center. And there's a hole kind of encrusted into the chest of it, and there's wires loose in there.
It's giving Iron Man.
Kind of, yeah, kind of.
It is very unique.
Welcome to my lab. Down here.
Can I roll
Yeah,
for vibes?
your little workshop of
Insight vibes,
horrors.
yeah.
Can I roll for vibes?
Roll
Like,
for
what's the vibes?
Roll for vibes.
I'll straight up roll for vibes.
What is this roll for vibes? Do I have to do a Christian's cauldron on this?
No, roll for vibes is insight check.
Holy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You think?
I have to do
That's okay. Harley, that's the closest thing to roll for vibes.
Roll for vibes.
The roll for vibes are a critical failure.
Ooh. Then you
Oh.
gather nothing.
Right.
You have no
Walking in
touch with
there
the vibes.
Not a thought in my pretty little head.
Well,
Your
this
little
is it.
workshop of
This is the spot.
horrors.
This is what I'm building.
Tell me about it,
So,
Mr. H.
what does it do?
It's the menu. It's easily disposable. It's what they want.
Disposable.
They said light on its feet, can move, can. That's what I'm building.
What can it do?
Right.
It can do quite a lot. It's affordable, which is the most important thing. They're relatively low price. It's
Does
a
it do-
batch. Is usually about 50 of them for about 5,000 gold.
And you're making 50 of them for them?
I'm finishing the prototype for them. I'm not really, you can't see in this little shack of mine, I don't really have the manufacturing ability. I'm more just finishing the touches of it.
Okay, and what are its capabilities?
They could be. What do you mean by capabilities?
Right.
Stop
Yeah.
beating around the bush. What can this thing do?
Great.
What I think they're building is an army. I think they're building robotic soldiers of some kind.
It's mildly obvious, but what are you making it capable of?
Function essentially. They've had this
Mhm.
prototype for quite a while. They've built bigger ones. It seems they just need.
So you're turning them on.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
I'm gonna use divine sense here to detect good and evil on this guy.
Okay.
In-
Ooh.
in this instance, he has just told me his job, what he's getting paid to do, how
Mhm.
much he's getting paid, what they're doing with it, so he knows the intention.
Yeah.
Man told
Craig,
me his icky guy.
do I detect good or do I detect evil?
Survey says
Bong.
more. Are you okay? Survey says question.
Survey
Are
I
you-
feel like it's black and white,
Are you
but
divine sensing him or the object?
Yes.
What?
let's start with him.
Survey says good.
Good.
Okay. I look over to the object.
Survey says evil.
Hmm.
Evil.
Can I Mr. H,
Yes, my friend.
where are your schematics? May I have a look at them?
Of course. Spud, can you bring down the schematics, please? Yes. Boom, boom, boom. This massive metal beast
Right.
just hands this little tiny 5-foot human a sheet of scroll paper. Here they are. Yes, right there for you.
Okay, as I'm looking at these schematics, would you like me to roll intelligence to see if I can understand these schematics?
You know me so well. Yes, I do want you to roll intelligence. Yes, I do. And the result is
That's 20! Let's go!
20.
Let's go!
Wow.
Oh, the vibes
Natural
are
20.
immaculate, Leah.
Natural 20. All right, with a natural 20, you can most certainly decipher what it's.
Give me all of it. Oh my god, I'm ready.
The reason schematically they gave it to Mr. H is because they need a power source.
And he knows about that.
Cheap power source. And judging by his previous inventions, they believe he can be the one to find an effective, efficient, and cheap power source.
That is
Right.
That is what more?
What is the power source?
They believe the power, you can't really tell, but if they sent it to somebody on this side of Sabathia, they believe the power source or something that could power these soldiers is on this side of Sabathia.
Oh, Mr. H, you're missing something on your schematics here.
Yes, indeed I am. That's essentially why I'm asking your help.
The punchline.
Something I can already tell you from looking at this machine is that you were underpaid.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
How
I
much
mean,
should I be paid?
well, you know, I'm
And
from.
also, what was I paid?
You were paid $5,000 or 5,000 gold pieces. Remember?
An army of 50.
Hang on.
So that means 50 power.
He doesn't
Spud!
build the army.
Your
You
friend
build
is.
powers.
I thought you were the smart one. Come on. He'll like pat your head. He's his entire body is in the he's in the hand of one of the constructs.
Did he just touch my head?
No, he's touching Grayer's.
Oh yeah, he better
Well,
not touch me. He knows better.
If you're saying that it's 5,000 gold for 50 humanoids,
Yes.
and you're
The batch.
responsible for coming up with the battery,
Mm-hmm.
that means that you are being paid less than $50,000
No,
or $5,000.
No, I'm being paid.
You're being paid $100 per construct.
Excuse me, Spud.
Guys,
of a sheep.
he's not building them an army. He's building
He's
them
building the power source.
schematics. No, he's building the schematics in order to sell to them.
He's partially right. I need to find the power source, because if you remember when I
The
discussed it with your
prototype.
friend over here, he'll point to Gray. Um, I kind of stumbled across the last power source that I had. I
It
didn't
was given
really.
to you.
It was given to me.
By who?
The
Or what?
boat. Remember, I was
Okay,
upstairs
okay,
talking
okay.
about
Okay.
Harborfest of old, the whole thing, and then there they are. Yeah, yeah. So I got it kind of for free on a freebie. So what I'm kind of gonna ask you is, I have a few people that want to help me, and they're written somewhere in names written somewhere in here, but maybe you could help me find the power source. I'm looking for maybe a crystal of some kind.
Mr.
I was
H,
hoping you had an extra.
I could give you part of the cut if you need the money. I don't know what you need.
Mr. H, I have a serious question.
I have a hopeful, serious answer, my friend.
See, I'm a man of good faith.
Hmm.
A turtle man of good faith.
Turtle men of good faith. Hard to come by nowadays.
And I don't sense any malice from you,
Thank you.
but
That's
I
very nice.
but I cannot get over the overwhelming presence of what you have constructed.
Hmm.
What is wrong with this object?
I,
And I'm pointing to the construct that he built.
I, I.
I can hardly breathe in this room.
Oh, goodness. I'm so sorry. I don't know. This one, I didn't build it. I didn't build it. Remember, it wasn't me.
You're trying to fund the battery,
I'm
right?
building it. It's my project.
So, why did you accept this project if you knew that you didn't have access to another one other than the ones that are in your children?
The money. The money. 100% the money.
Right.
You don't know how much I was paid.
How much
Listen,
was it?
Let's see. Well, it's arriving in about two. It's arriving quite soon. It's quite literally described as a boatload of money.
okay,
About
Mr. H, could you give me a private word with my peers?
Yeah, yes. Go right ahead. Speak freely.
Private.
Yes, privately, freely. Same thing, really.
Go away.
You're in my building, friend. You can go upstairs.
I'm
some
losing
of that was
patience
Frank.
with him. I'm losing patience with him.
He pulls out, like, he's gonna go to his business, and you just see like an
We're gonna
electrical charge, and then the
come close
meld
to you.
the what's
Great Lyra,
the noises come back.
Mm-hmm.
we can't possibly give him what he needs to build this thing. We need to find out who gave it to him. So, hear me out. Let's humor it. Go look for the power source. Get it. Bring it back. Lead him on. See what the thing does. And meet the person that's selling him all this gold.
It's not a
He
bad
is
idea.
he is a good person, but this thing is oozing evil. Just looking at it right now,
Respectfully, I
you don't
see
know
where
where it
that's
came from.
right. Well, it came from Spring Reach, which is
Indeed.
one of the most evil lands that we have access to on our side of Titan Tree. Um, no doubt it's built for evil, but we could not fight an army of that magnitude with what we have here. Um, also,
If
I
only
am,
we had Azura with us and we could ask her some questions.
but
What does Azura have anything to do
She's
with
from
this?
Spring Ridge.
she is from Spring Ridge.
Uh,
But we also need to go to
she's
the
with
Golden
Solomon
Plains.
still, so
And I don't think we're
Exactly.
going to have time, considering I'm on borrowed time, actually. I kind of am on the run.
Well,
all right.
hold on. We've heard two of you. I would like to go.
Go to
It's
speak.
kind of important what Yundar is saying here. And while it might be difficult because you are on borrowed time, you've just met a person who is helping potentially build the most destructive army that could possibly come to Sabathia.
Mhm.
And I
But
don't know if you remember what I said.
Mhm.
I fight for the greater good.
Absolutely. And let me tell you just one little factor. He doesn't have a rock to power the thing. If we leave now and don't help him, we already stopped him. All we have to do is just, I don't know,
We
steal the
didn't
constructs that
stop them. We
He's not
stopped
stopped.
him. You think they're just paying him to make these things?
Yep.
well,
You're a
it seems like they
fool
want
if
it
you
cheap
think that.
labor.
They will find anybody to build these. It doesn't matter if I murder him in cold blood.
Right. But these constructs are such a rare phenomenon
So tell
that
you what, Grier, go solve your own mystery then.
I mean, no matter what, I'm gonna have to do that.
You asked to team up with an Asimov for the greater good, Paladin. I am facing evil in this room, and you don't have the gall to admit it, but focus on yourself.
Yeah, I don't
You
want to go away for 200 years. Then how am I supposed to help
maybe
anyone, let
you
alone myself?
deserve to.
With this silence in this conversation kind of echoing throughout the room, you'll hear a clatter, like a boom boom, like a bunch of objects fall, and you'll notice from across the room, Grav has been arm wrestling one of the constructs,
Did Grav win?
and he's like, "No, a best 2 out of 3. I can beat it. I can beat it.
Keep going, Grub. You'll get it one day.
I really hurt my neck." Wait a minute. Did we decide what we're doing?
Lyra, do you have that whispering charm?
No.
Did we decide what we're doing
No,
as a
you
group?
don't have the.
The
You
4
can't.
of us, the ragtag group,
Sorry.
the
Well,
fighters.
Solomon
Well,
is already expecting me to go to the Golden Plains.
Yeah, we're going.
And
We're
Solomon
going to
also
go
said
to.
that we could check out this place.
Right.
Well, Grav told us to
Did
check
I
out this
lead
place.
you in the
Grav
right
said,
direction?
Go
Solomon let
do
us
it.
know what we wanted.
Did I lead you in the right direction?
Maybe Grav.
I
Not
knew
for
I
me.
did.
You might have.
I knew it
You
was the
tied us
broker.
up. You tied us up with some other things, Grub, but
You're welcome.
Listen, it can't hurt.
none taken.
I think that Yundar has a point in the fact that there are absolutely so many other people in Sabathia, not even just where we are, trying to
Right.
build these constructs. Because the second that they find the answer, whoever has the answer, they're running to the hills with it, and
So,
they're going to take over. And they've already started to take over.
hypothetically, I get on a ship traveling back to my native homeland
Mm-hmm.
as a criminal
Mm-hmm.
who has not fulfilled their duties.
We don't
Does
have
that
to go all the
not
way back.
all the way back?
There's a boat coming in.
Right,
Yeah.
on the opposite side of Sabathia. I look like a fleeing fugitive.
We're still in the same place.
We
Right,
never
but
said
Spring
we were
Reach
leaving, Graya.
is not there.
The
We
boat is
aren't
coming back
going
the
to
Golden
Spring
Plains.
Reach. These constructs are going there, not us. We need to find wherever the source is. We never said we were getting on a boat and leave.
Okay.
We're not
Well,
doing that.
right. The
So
source
where did this assumption come from? What
the
source?
source is from the government of Spring Reach.
Said what?
Said Mr. H.
Mr. H said that he was given a free power source from a boat that came from Spring Reach to the to the floating nexus. Mr. H said that he needs to find more of them, and he's not
Mhm.
sure where to find them. But what Mr. H
So
did say is that there is a boat coming in.
The boatload of
With
money.
the boatload of money from Spring Reach is coming in,
You
which is
got
an
it.
opportunity for us to meet the person who was the messenger or the person who contracted
right.
Mr. H to make the thing.
Don't you think it's a little
DM
suspicious?
approved. That is canon. DM approved.
So we don't have to go back to
Okay.
Spring Reach at
Okay.
all.
No.
Not
Okay.
yet.
Not at all.
I feel like if we can ask Mr. H what the first object that he used to, or was given to power up the thing looked like, aura of magic of
Mhm.
whatever. Maybe even ask his
Who
conjured.
here, and this is Christian talking, who here has the best persuasion?
Probably me.
I have +2.
I have
I
plus
think
5.
I have a good persuasion.
Grav, shut up.
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
5.
5, Greyer.
Mm-mm. 2.
No, yeah, I'm a 2-2. Grav.
2-2.
Alright.
It's not gonna
Lyra.
be me.
Lyra, go talk to Mr. H and try to see if you can get him to take the original power source out of one of his children and
Okay.
give it to Greyer to scan and see if he can do an arcana check on it, our lovely little wizard.
Arcana, I have a plus 2.
I have a +6.
Wow. Okay.
Like I said, give it to the wizard.
Whoa!
Okay. All right. So I would like to go talk to Mr.
Whoa!
H.
Okay. Downstairs is it's just loud electric.
Mr. H. Mr. H.
Oh yes, you're back.
Hey.
Hello. Have you made up your mind? Are
Hello.
you going to help me?
Yeah, I think we're in the market.
Excellent. Excellent.
But here's the deal. We do need something in order to help us in our search, right?
The
And
money,
this
right?
we want. No, not necessarily the
Oh,
money.
okay.
right?
Yes, I'm listening.
We know that you said that you were given a power source for free, and that you were able to put it in one of the conjures, and he works, he functions, right?
Yes.
We would really like to see this power source for our friend Greer to inspect it and make sure that we know the magic that comes from it. If there is magic, or to kind of understand the history of it, or where we can
I
find
can't.
it.
I can't take it out of Spud.
Can
You can
maybe
look at it through Spud or Dot, but I can't take it out of them.
Unfortunately, we're gonna need to have to hold it.
Would you like to roll persuasion?
23. Take it out of the goddamn robot.
Take it out of the robot! Get it out! Get it out!
Take it out of the goddamn robot.
She said, sit down and take it out!
Not the 23.
Oh,
All right.
God.
I got an
Mr.
18
H.
5.
Mr. H will look at you and look down.
Now, Mr. H, I know this is a really, really hard thing to do, and maybe we can try and put it back in him once we're done. But we're gonna need to hold
Give me
on
a
to
moment with both of them. Just give me a moment.
Yeah.
He'll be
Choose
back.
your least favorite.
He'll be back.
Spud, Dot, get over here. Get over here. I've never wanted you to leave this nest. I never wanted you to leave. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. But the
I
time
don't
has
feel
come
bad.
for one of you to flee. And I believe Skip is the best candidate. He's the strongest. He's the oldest. Spud, sorry, Spud.
I was gonna say, who the heck is Skip?
I wish I could skip this whole ordeal, but I can't.
Really attached to these kids. He knows their names.
I built them. I don't need this from you. You come into my shop. You take one of my beloved children from me. You're fighting monsters. You have become them.
You asked for the help, and we're here to give it.
That's all I'm saying.
When you said the time has come, I was like RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, they're about...
would you please help Skip step up into the table?
Lip sync for your life.
All right, here we go. You'll notice a astral floating hand kind of just appears. The construct will lay down. Oh God, I can't look. It will take this prismatic looking gem in the middle of Spud, and it'll click it, it'll press it in, click it, and boom. Immediately a wave of purple energy kind of echo, like bounces in around and all over the room.
I'm gonna go on.
You want to roll Arcana? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
I definitely picked up on that for sure.
So I did roll previously.
Okay, for Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
And the result was?
I got a 20.
A natural
and that's
20?
Plus, yes. Yep.
What are y'all doing?
Yo,
rolling.
It's
no curveball, no change up,
I want
just
the name,
straight
the birthplace of this rock. I want to know its star sign. I want to know everything.
All right.
Yo, put that blood type in there too.
Well, it doesn't have blood.
It's magic, first off.
So the gem looks very familiar to you.
Specifically to me, or just in general?
Specifically to you.
It's from Titan Tree.
Okay.
It is most certainly in or around Titan Tree. Now, you being a nepotism baby. You being a nepotism baby. You've had some connections. And I think because we're on a line, I think I can do. Let me see if I can.
Are you about to pull the rock up?
Yo, no way. He's about to deafen us?
I think I can do this. Yeah, I think we can do this. Okay.
If I
definitely does
right now just to hear it.
No way.
Hands up.
So
Push your hands up.
He acts like I can't pull this stream up.
Hands.
Put your hands up,
Push
Christian.
your hands.
Put
Both
your hands.
of them.
Put
One,
your hands
two.
up.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I can't hear
Wait,
anything.
Harley, can you hear me?
Whatever.
No.
So Grayer Elistar, you don't know a whole lot about the deep, dark truth of the Titan Tree Sanctuary that you called home. But what you do know is there's something living underneath the tree. You've heard myth, you've heard legend about it. And these gems.
Look at Nick writing down. Slow down.
These crystal-like creatures, or these crystal-like objects. They are definitely from that area.
The crystal, like, what did you say?
These crystal-like objects are
Okay.
definitely in or around or related to whatever it living creature is underneath Titan Tree.
So the basement of Titan Tree has some
The
interesting
roots,
the roots.
the roots. And I think we can undeafen at this point. Okay. Yes.
Is this a secret to them?
You don't know. Yeah, they don't know it.
Is this
no, I
something that
deafened them for funsies.
wait, but so my character wouldn't explain this to them.
That's up to you. I'm telling you in a
Gotcha.
private setting so you can have that option.
Absolutely. Okay. And is this something in Titan Tree that only the
The
wealthy
nobility knows.
got
That's
it?
another reason why I'm deafening them.
The way I'm trying to read Nick's lips, because I know everything he says all the time.
All right, you
and
good?
The way I just heard right. So is this something that I?
Wow, she really did read your lips. That's crazy. All right, you ready? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
All right, with that information, we continue. We proceed.
Jesus.
This crystal comes
Insane.
out. Grayer gives it a glance, gives it a look.
I thought you were gonna say gives it a lick.
Maybe. I don't know what Grayer's way of approaching
Romance the gem.
Purple rock, right?
Romance the gem.
Roll
Another roll for
romance.
Riz.
Roll for Riz.
Roll for Riz.
I'm holding the
And
rock.
we're gonna have Grayer, I would imagine, now steps back away from the crystal. Is it done? Is it done? Is it over?
Yeah. And then I'm gonna take it and just kind of like, boom, put it right back in.
You're gonna first of all, it's held in a giant magical. It's not held in a giant magical hand. Excuse me. It's held in the two hands of Dot, the other construct. You're gonna like tap it. It'll it'll kind of like echo.
I inspected this thing, right?
It's big. It's about like half. It's about like 2 feet tall ish.
Big rock.
It's a big rock, and Dot will put it back into position, and then the floating hand will kind of move back in. Click it, press it in, and it does not pop back out. It does not pop back out. And
so it's in.
It's in, but it doesn't pop. Like it's tilted in, and then it's pressed in, and it doesn't pop out again.
Is it broken?
There's like a silence in the room, and Mr. H is just looking at it, and looking at it, and looking at it.
How about you take it out, blow on it, put it back in?
I think what has to happen now is just a waiting period. You know, it's more of like a watch pot
moment?
doesn't boil. You know.
Oh, got you. Okay.
I think Spud here needs to rest, and I think one hand on this giant construct. I think we're done here. Unless
you sure he doesn't need a little jolt?
Are you going to help me, or have you used my shack for your gain and now are leaving?
I just don't know if it's possible that we can help you from this moment.
And you tell me this after you've killed my son.
It was a necessary decision in order to justify whether or not we could help you.
You know, I'm not a mad or angry individual. I believe I'm feeling angry and mad.
What if
That's
I could
very
try to help
unfortunate.
you with your
It is
construct?
unfortunate. Give me a reason I don't summon Dot.
I don't think there's any need for that.
How about I help you turn your son of a construct back on.
There's no reason. Excuse me. There's no reason for that. This
Right.
dot
What's done is
here
done.
is a machine designed to protect. There will be no chance any of you, and I'm not big on the threat game. There would be no chance any four of you would walk out alive if you fought Dot by herself. I fed her gears and her scraps. She's a big girl.
You asked us to help you, and we tried to help you.
So
You knew
I'm
you
gonna-
weren't going to take this job. You knew it, and you still killed my son.
No, we did not.
Give me
I
proof.
rolled I'll persuade. I rolled a dirty 20. Just to say, no, we did not.
Despite that, with a counter of a nat 20. Like literally,
Oh
hang on. I wish I could put my camera
Oh
up,
no!
but I'm not.
Oh no! Dirty 20 gets beat by a nat 20. Oh, the crit! Oh, my shell can't take this.
So I'm
Oh.
asking you now. Get out of my shop. You've done enough.
I'm gonna
Sounds
back
good.
everybody up, and just say thank you so much, Mr. H, for showing us your items here.
I'm
Buy me
gonna roll.
outright. Don't thank me.
I'm gonna roll strength, and that's a dirty 21, 18 plus 3, and I'm gonna grab Grayer by the back of the collar, and I'm gonna yank him with me outside because we're done here.
Okay.
And I'm going on my own accord.
Upstairs,
I don't
Grav
think
will
I
kind
need to
of
grab you, Lyra.
Grav will kind of be chilling. Oh, we done.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
done.
Grav,
Come
let's
on.
go.
Goodbye, little man and big friend.
Let's go,
Leave.
Grav.
Ready up, come on.
There, you guys are out.
All right,
Okay.
Grayer, you got what you wanted.
No, I didn't.
We aren't helping the man. You ultimately made that decision without asking me or Lyra, so
Did you get your
go ahead
hammer
for the
back?
charge on that. No, I didn't. Thanks for
Go
asking.
and get it. Go get it.
I forgot about the hammer.
Right?
I forgot about the hammer.
I am not gonna let you talk to me like this.
Who did you give the hammer to?
He gave it to Mr.
To
H
Mr.
to
H.
fix.
Let's
To
go back
fix.
in there and get it while he's downstairs. Quick.
Wait, I'll cast minor illusion.
We don't even have to do that. I could just go get a servant to go get it.
I forgot about the hammer.
That's a good
I'm
idea.
crying.
Guys,
You left
guys,
Yundar
relax,
without a word.
relax. Let me just go back in there and just grab it, okay?
Bro,
It'll be real quick.
I'm
Okay.
walking behind you.
I'm gonna be real respectful, and I'm gonna
No,
knock
no.
on the door.
You're gonna knock
He's
on the door.
downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock on the door.
No.
You'll hear
Okay.
boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
The door will open.
It's Dot.
It's Dot, and she'll
Hi,
go,
Dot.
"Hello. Unfortunately, Mr. H's shack is closed for the day."
I understand that, Dot. Would it be possible if I could just get my hammer back that I left here? Mr. H can keep the money, but since I'm leaving, I can't have him repair it, unfortunately.
I see. I will go get it. The door
Thank
will
you.
shut. It'll be a substantial amount of time. Like 5, 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes start to look like 15.
Okay, I walk in the door.
Wait, hang on.
Okay, I'm hanging on. If there's a but, I'll be patient. I'll be patient.
And as 15 begins to really sit and feel like forever, the
Good
door
thing I'm
will
a
kind
turtle.
of. Can you roll me who is in front of the door?
Me, just me.
Can you roll me a dex
They're
save?
down the street.
Can you roll me a dex save?
13.
Okay. The door will swing open, and a hammer will come flying out, and you'll see it, and it'll just Grayer's right behind you.
Mm.
It'll just, the hammer itself will just look like it's about to hit Grayer when all of a sudden it's almost suspended in air. You're grabbing the very end of the handle and you just slowly put it back.
Who threw it? Daughter.
You can't necessarily see who threw it. You would assume it would have been Dot with the amount of strength that it took.
Why can't I see it?
The door, the way it works inside the building is it was flung from the very back of the steps downstairs.
Oh, all right, whatever.
Like it
I'm
was
just
swung.
gonna.
You can gather because of how strong it was thrown out of the building. It was most certainly Dot.
It was
Okay.
definitely not Mr. H.
Yeah, Mr. H isn't grieving.
I'm just gonna pat the door, and like with that little seal, it's a little burnt into the door, little
Oh,
blessing, little
okay.
blessing for him.
All right. Sounds good. Now, where are we going? Is it time to head to the Golden
Logistic
Flames?
question. How much longer are we playing for?
We have 5 minutes.
Logistics. Okay. Just making sure. I guess, yeah, we go to the Golden Plains.
All right. Golden Plains, it's going to take a few days to get there. So, who would
We're
like...
still on day 1.
You're on day 2.
Day 2. Okay.
Yeah, we're on day.
Now you're going to start
day
getting...
2.
I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to look into that.
Thank you.
Yep. The days now are going to go quicker, I promise, because who's going to roll me the first D20 for our adventure?
I forgot we have to do that.
What do we have to do?
I got a 19.
Christian, roll your D20.
Here we go.
Wait, real quick. Let me explain it. The way we do travel is we roll a D20. Depending on the number, a certain encounter will not or will happen or won't happen.
14.
Each day after the encounter is decided, I give the players the chance to do anything they want to do. RP, find something, discuss in character, and then we go on to the next day of travel. So, on foot from Harbor of the Houses, Floating Nexus, to 5th Street BYOB, it will take 6 days to get there on foot.
Yeah, we don't.
So each person will roll 2 dice. We're going to go in a row. We'll do however we do it. But Christian, a.k.a. Yundar, our lovely Turtle Paladin, gets a 14 for his first roll.
Second roll. 9.
On the first day of travel, you notice that very quickly and abruptly the Floating Nexus, the Harbor of the Houses, is like New York. You could see light pollution almost when you leave it, even sometimes in the day.
Okay.
It's just a massive hub. When you leave it, it's almost like stepping foot in like a national park. It's grasslands and hills. You notice creatures, for sure, especially with Lyra in the group, because Lyra's background is nomadic, and especially because she's native or experienced in the Golden Plains travel. There's no dice required. Lyra, you can kind of navigate the team and especially more importantly, Grav, with his curiosity of don't go over there, don't do that, don't touch that, don't eat that, those trivial things that could lead to bigger problems. Because of your knowledge and your expertise, you can kind of direct the group out of trouble on the first day. But also, the second day, would anybody like the first day? Would anybody like to do or say anything specifically in the first day of travel with the 14?
Um, I would, with all these days passing by, respectively, we could long rest again.
The 14 you can long rest, but is for the first day. We haven't gotten to the 9 yet. Is anybody doing anything, saying anything? Would anybody like to speak in character?
I think I want to figure out more about Grav.
Okay.
I would like to join Lyra. Investigating
We're
Grav.
all together. We can.
I'm
we
gonna
can
look
investigate.
through like my spell books while they're talking.
Okay. I will say it's night of the first day of travel.
Okay.
Camp is set up. Grayer is looking through his spell book. The two of you are talking to Grav.
My spell pad.
Your spell pad. Very nice.
I am
Grav.
notable. I am
Grav,
really
what's favorite food?
Hold on.
Oh, that's a good question. My favorite food would
Gotta
have
warm
to
up.
be
We gotta warm him up and get his brain working.
I like
first if you wanna ask
owlbear
him
meat.
questions.
And owlbear
Owlbear
meat is
meat.
very nice and tender.
Do you like that stewed in a pot, or do you like that seared on an open fire?
Fire.
Fire.
I like fire.
How about we get you some owlbear meat?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, it does sound like a good
traveling with my
idea.
friends.
There you go.
Grav, you were pretty quick to join us.
Yeah.
Like, why? What? Like, do you have any family around here?
Not around here, no. If I'm gonna be honest, I've never had friends. I didn't
Why
know
is
what
that?
it meant because I worked my whole life.
What'd you
Where
do?
did you work?
I moved crates, and I moved orders around, and I took orders.
Where
Where'd
was
you do
this at?
It was at a dock.
At the harbor?
I don't think it was at the. I mean, it was at a harbor.
Harbor of the
It wasn't
houses?
here.
No, it was somewhere else.
Where?
Do you remember where?
Yeah,
What did it look
it
like?
was south. We went north, and then I got. Remember, I told you this, friends.
I know.
In the hotel.
We just want to learn more about you, is all.
And I got left behind by my boat.
Let's see.
Right.
What
You
kind
said
of
that
boat was
you were
it?
from the Severed Yonder.
Yeah, not the Seven
Or
Yonder.
Spring Reach. You were from Spring Reach.
Yeah.
Spring Reach. You're
Yeah,
from Spring Reach.
I'm from
What
there.
was going on over there when you left?
There's always things going around, big celebrations and.
Do you remember what for?
Yeah, they have a name for the celebrations in the Seven Yonder. They're called riots. Big parties all around, Riots there, riots here, riots everywhere, really.
What were people rioting about?
Oh, sometimes it's about food. Sometimes it's about freedom.
Can I investigate Grab's body? Just take like a nice look at it and see if there's any like substantial markings, anything I could ask about.
Yeah, for sure.
17.
You'll notice Grav's getting ready to long rest. Grav's getting ready for bed. There is a giant gash on his back that starts from his shoulder and goes down to about where his hips are.
Grab, what's all that about?
What about?
You see where I'm looking? You're back. What's going on with that big
naughty boy looking at me while I'm changing.
Could you blame me?
There you go.
Can you roll me a charisma? Just straight
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yandar risen up Grav.
It's a 3.
It's a 3. I mean,
Bad timing.
I can blame you. You're the one looking, but it's all right. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Anyways,
I got it.
how'd you get the scar?
I got it when I was younger with me
Dude.
parents. My dad used to get mad a lot,
No, poor
Does
Grav.
does that make
especially
you
at
angry?
night. And
Does
when
that
he
make
would
you
get,
angry, Grav?
I mean, I think my anger is genetic, yeah. But
You are an orc.
I'm a pretty good in control of it, you know.
Well,
You'd
you
think
said.
so.
Wait, but you just said that it gets worse at night, right? Like for
He
you.
came back from the harbor and he was just he was just mad all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You said sometimes you like you can't remember things. Do you think that happens when you get angry, or when you just kind of get into
Uh,
these?
I don't really know. I think that sometimes it happens in the day, but maybe because me dad, I feel like it happens a lot later
Do you
in
know
the
like
day.
what sets it off, or it just happens?
Well, with me dad, it happened all the time, almost all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he would get mad and he would hit me mom,
Grav,
then he would hit me.
Grav, are we bothering you? Are you
No,
trying to go
you
to
know,
sleep?
no, I'm awake. I don't like to stay awake too late, but
Lyra, I'm gonna whisper over to Lyra. I'm gonna be like, Lyra, let's try to keep him up and see what happens. You want to see what happens, right?
How about we let him sleep and you stay up?
Why do I gotta stay up?
I'll stay up with you, but let him go to bed.
No, we want him to get stressed and agitated, right?
is
We
this
want his
are we
Why?
teeth.
still talking about my scar?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
I mean, I'm curious, when you get into these moments where you can't remember things, do you remember the thing that led up before you stopped remembering?
Yeah, sometimes I get really mad when I get told I'm a freak or I'm mean. I mean, I don't think anybody would like it if they're not
No,
called nice things.
it's not fair.
Like if I
Respectable.
told Greya that his book looks silly, that
Which
would
it
hurt
does.
Greya's feelings.
Yeah, it is kind of a silly book, isn't it?
It is a little silly, but it's a nice silly. It's a
Thank
good
you.
silly.
Thank you, Grav.
But
So,
there's a place, reason I'm with you, besides you being my friends,
mm-hmm.
is there's a place, a therapy that I can go to that I think if I'm sticking around with you lot, I
Mm-hmm.
can find, you know?
Oh, is it in the Golden Plains?
I don't really know. My
Okay.
I just know that my mom used to talk about it with me dad, and I was like, I gotta go there, Sounds nice.
So,
Therapy is
Grav,
pretty cool.
I just got a quick question.
Yeah.
Since we're gonna be working together,
Alright.
we gotta know each other's strengths.
Yeah.
Okay? What are you good at?
Strength. Strength is me strength. I'm strong.
So I can tell that Grav is now an NPC to us, basically, and he is a barbarian based off that.
Strength is me strength.
Strength is me strength. I'm
Strength
strong.
is me strength. I'm strong.
So Grav has joined us as an NPC, and he's a barbarian half orc.
You people are thinking in Baldur's Gate all the time.
It
Quite
just
literally.
makes sense.
How do you think we got this far?
Fair.
Yeah, literally.
Compared to the last campaign, I would agree. But
Night and day difference.
while we talk about our strengths, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Enver Rolling. Episode 6.
Alrighty.
Have we
Episode
slept yet?
6. Going
We
to
have
We have
slept
sleep.
twice, technically, or
slept
we will be
twice.
sleeping by the end of this episode. For
We've never
those who
gone
are
past
still here, and for those who were watching with us at one point or another, thank you so much for watching. We hope you like what we're doing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, our schematic floor plan will be different and done by next week so we could be in person again because I'm itching for in person again. But thank you so much for watching. I want to thank my players as always, my great players.
Thank you, lovely DM, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Frank, everybody, Frank.
Yes, everybody give yourselves a round of applause, including you watching, even if it's later in the week. And also, before we go, I want to say if you are looking for content, we have a YouTube channel.
Yes, we do.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Out.
And with the YouTube channel out, a backlog of all of our old episodes are going to start getting posted. So if you're not caught up, don't worry. You can get all caught up.
Our first VOD goes live in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days.
2 days. But, you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Twitch here and everything like that. But thank you so much for watching. And until next time, we hope you're rolling with us.
Have a good one.
Bye, everybody.